It's a great night. Come on. What have we got tonight?
I was nervous last
PSG,
night.
Barcelona. Jamie's going to be... Are you going to be floundering tonight, Jamie?
No,
watching Liverpool?
I've had a funny feeling all day, as in, I haven't really been that fussed about the game. It's not like me, because Liverpool, I just don't expect nothing from them so much.
Have you written the Champions League?
That's a complete lie.
No.
So what happens, basically, behind the scenes in this show? In the green room, we have a talk about what we're going to do.
Why are you telling me like I'm not behind the scenes?
I'm telling the world, not you. It's not about you, Kate.
Tell the camera.
Well, the camera, you know, you're there. That's my camera there. I'm telling that camera.
Okay, sus.
I'm camera 4. So what happens is, basically, we go in the green room, we have a chat about... Thierry said his thing. He's the one who watches all the football. Jamie always talks about his other show that he's on and doesn't really care about what he does analytically. But today, me and Thierry was there. We had to wait for almost an hour. Jamie said he doesn't care, but actually he spent an hour in there doing his analysis on Liverpool. So it better be good.
Oh, it'll be good. It always is, because as you said last night, I'm the best analyst on the TV.
I want to talk to you, Jamie, about what we see with Liverpool there. A different formation, Mo Salah doesn't start. Are you on board with it?
Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that the manager's done something different, because for far too long this season we've been saying the same things about Liverpool being really poor out of possession. We go back to September, October at the start of the Champions League, some really bad results, and the same things were happening at the weekend. So he's changed the system. It's the first time Arne Slot has gone to this system with his first choice team since he's been at the club in over, almost 2 years. So it is a big shift. It's not something to be taken lightly that he's made this shift, but he had to do something. He's playing against the best team in Europe. And right now, his team, the way they've been playing this season, in the traditional way, would not have been able to cope with PSG at home.
Ooh, but PSG looks delightful. Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, pace, power up front. In midfield, Vitinha, he's just going to pull the strings in there. But Thierry, talk to me through this PSG lineup.
You said it all. you went right in front of me. And...
Excuse me.
No, but you said it all. I mean, if you look at the bench, there's not a lot that you can do. The best players are on the field, and that team now is starting to play like everyone expected them to do. And I think it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool tonight. But once again, who knows in Europe?
So, everybody, after beating Liverpool, PSG would then go on to win the Champions League for the very first time, remember. So if we take a look at this screen, everybody, we've got two things, really, I suppose, to pick out from this. Number one is the volume of games that PSG have played since that meeting with Liverpool last season. And number two is Liverpool's record over this calendar year, Jamie, which isn't spectacular, to say the least.
No, it's really poor. Some people who are looking at Arne Slot right now are taking back Liverpool's bad form to now and saying 12 months it's been really poor. I think it's a little bit unfair, 2 separate seasons, but as we know, this season's been really, really poor. Maybe one of the chances they have tonight is when you look at the games PSG have played, that maybe gives them an outside chance, because maybe PSG will struggle from now to the end of the season to continue the great form that they're in. But I think Liverpool-PSG is really interesting, because when we've covered both the teams on this show, we've been very critical of PSG in the past. About sort of the team that they had and how they went about things. And I always said they could never win the Champions League with Messi, Mbappe and Neymar. And the reason being is, because I think for a great team or a great player to win the biggest things, more often than not, you've got to be arrogant on the ball, humble off it. And that's always something you would describe Liverpool as under Jurgen Klopp. Great players, fantastic talent, but work the socks off the ball. Right now, this has been flipped. PSG now, and no one personifies this more than the Ballon d'Or winner, Dembele, who is arrogant on the ball and humble off it. Doesn't stop running for his team. And right now, you're looking at players there, like Ekitike, Wirtz, Isak when he's played this season, Salah as well. Liverpool right now, and the reason why they're really struggling is they've got too many players who are arrogant on the ball but not humble off it. If they're like that tonight, they've got absolutely no chance. And that's exactly what we were saying about PSG 2 or 3 years ago. And the reason they win the Champions League? Because they moved those players on. Some of the best players in the world that we've ever seen. They moved them on. And it's no surprise they win the Champions League last season because of people like Dembele.
It feels like a question we continually keep asking, but what do you see as the real issues with Liverpool?
Well, something that's very simple. Mo Salah's numbers have dropped. And so last year when Liverpool were struggling, and I've seen Liverpool struggle last year in a lot of games, 2-2 and things were not happening, this guy used to bail them out. And it happens to everybody. Numbers are going to drop at one point. No one is eternal. Apart when you're going to stop, people will give you your flowers, and as they should give Mo Salah his flowers, because he was an outstanding player for Liverpool and he's still there. But look at the numbers. 57 goals involvement last year, and this year only 19. And basically at that particular moment, a guy like that, when he doesn't bail you out anymore, if Mo Salah struggles, for me, Liverpool does struggle.
Can I just ask you quickly, you come to the end of your career, and you would say he was in your prime for a long time. When it starts to turn, what can he do to rectify his form? No, because he's still getting the chances.
No, it's not so much him. That was just a fact. I'm just saying the numbers are not the same. So therefore, last year he could maybe make Liverpool draw, or when it was a 2-2, suddenly he makes it 3-2, he makes it 4-2. He gives an assist or he gives a goal. But that's not happening at the moment for him. And as a winger, it's very difficult. If you come at one point, when you start to get older, I think you should be behind the striker and more inside. So you run a bit less and you play more with your brain, and you try to set people up and play a different type of game. But at one point, I played as a winger. When your legs are not the same anymore and you have to go up and down and the ball doesn't arrive to you and you don't have Trent that was making that run for you inside or can occupy people, because people were occupying, Trent is here. So he was often left in 1v1 because Trent was making that run or whatever. They were scared of his cross or crosses, shall I say. It becomes a bit more difficult. And by the way, it happens to everyone, and at one point, things are not working for you anymore. We're talking about Mo Salah, one of the greatest.
Bit back. My legs this morning, wasn't it?
Let me take you out to Paris, because Peter and Anita are over there, and guys, obviously we've been talking a lot of Liverpool here. That tickled you, did it, Peter?
I mean, I can't believe that we are taking over after that comment, We're going to talk about Micah's legs.
No, I'd rather not. Maybe we'll leave that for them in the studio. But for all the difficulties that Liverpool have had up front, they've also been rather frail defensively, and they are going to have to contend with one of the most exciting and potent attacking lineups in European football. In fact, they're just coming out onto the pitch now. It's an embarrassment of riches up front for PSG.
It is. I mean, with Doué and Belé up front, the pace that they have, and of course the quality of Kvaratskhelia. Not many teams in the world has ever had that kind of quality. Back in the day, and Jamie just touched on that there, they had the names up there, but now they have three incredible, talented players, effective players, goal-scoring players, who are also team players. And I think that's a massive, massive difference to what PSG was 18 months ago to what they are now. Yes, they struggled a little bit this season, but they are beginning to play well again. They're beginning to score goals. And this fella here, Kvaratskhelia, is going to be up against one of his best friends, by the way, Mamardashvili, obviously both in the Georgian national team. But PSG is, the richest of talent they have. And one thing I think is important to mention as well, Anita, is that when we look at the team 18 months ago, there were 3-star players. Now everyone in this team has been allowed to be a star. The midfield players, the defenders, all of them are, so all 11 starting are equal. And that's a big difference. And then they work incredibly well as a team.